Peace, Prince Ash here, back with another rambling on. Don't know what number it is. I'd like to say don't care, but I do care. I wish I knew, but fuck it. Let's get into it. I'm doing good. I'm working out these thoughts and feelings. I'm very quick to come out here and be like fucking giving out about the way I was treated and who hurt me, and I am ignoring who really hurt me. I was very quick to come out and blame like the popular kids in school, and blame them for fucking the way I think and feel about myself. And the worst of the shit happened by people I used drugs with and drank with and fucking hung around with when I was using, really sick people, to be honest with you. And it is mainly, I can see now, it is the drugs that warped my thinking, and my feelings and my thought processes and how I behaved and how I used to behave in certain situations. I'd shut down, go quiet, fucking go in on myself and try not to draw attention, not back myself up, not engage in conflict, not get in arguments. That's when I'm stoned on weed. When I'm drinking, I used to turn into a bit of a gurrier, a little scumbag, and fucking think I was a hard man and try start fights and get in conflict with people and show my dominance and fucking feel powerful or something or whatever. Really, all I can remember is just wanting to connect with people in a way that I used to connect with people when I was sober. And then when I got a little older, it became harder to make connections with people. Obviously, because I was in addiction, and addiction ruined my life. But that's okay. I can see now that, to put it simply, I can see now all of this shit that happened that bothers me happened because I was in addiction. And this is what happens to addicts. This is the way addicts get treated by people, by society, their peers, friends, enemies. This is the shit addicts do when they're in addiction. They steal, they fight, they argue, they manipulate, they have chronic feelings of guilt. This is the way addicts feel. Guilty, ashamed. They blame others around them for the way they feel and think and behave. So once I kind of realized that, I can accept myself for who I am now. No longer am I thinking I belong in prison, I'm a horrible bastard, I'm a fucking future serial killer, I'm a, that's extreme, but no way am I gonna be that. But when I look back and think fuck, I manipulated people so much to get what I wanted. I'm like, fuck it. I'm like fucking Charles Manson or some shit like that, you know what I mean? Those are the extreme thoughts I can have, but yeah, acceptance. There's a promise in the program. We will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. I'm not regretting the past as much. And when I catch myself blaming people, and I've done that recently in recent weeks here, is blame others for the way I think and feel. Now, they did wrong to me. But for me to be sitting here 10 years later thinking and feeling this way is not right, really. And actually, you know what? I don't even want to fucking say they did wrong to me and have ye thinking they're bad bastards. I don't even want to even mention it again, to be honest with you, because it's so irrelevant. And it's literally just me ruminating. And for those of you who don't know what ruminating means, it's just a word for overthinking. Overthinking, obsessing, thinking about. So when I catch myself ruminating, I have to be like, I'm not going there, mate. I'm not going there. Because that's simply just me worrying. And I'd like to say chronic anxiety or severe anxiety, and definitely drinking drugs soothed that anxiety a hell of a lot. That was the solution. Drinking drugs were the solution to my anxiety problem. And, you know, I'd like to say in the end, they were no longer the solution, but it took for probably a month or 2 months of sobriety for me really to realize that, hold on, drinking drugs aren't the solution. And I found a new solution. Meetings, the program, whatever else I do. And fucking... yeah. So I'm not going to be coming on here as much and chatting shit about the popular kids in school that bullied me. I kind of want to talk about more pressing things and real shit. The real horrible bullies of my life story are the people I did drugs with. And I could name a handful of people aside from that who were horrible. And people when I went abroad didn't treat me very nice as well. But there was always some good apples and bad apples, and that is one thing I kind of learned when I was abroad, is like, there's good and bad people everywhere. Just be careful who you mix with, like, you know what I mean? And it's not, I said that out loud to people, and it's not like I ever heeded that. In the sense, I disregard what I said. I'd say it out loud, but I wouldn't mean it, because I go and hang around with fucking assholes taking drugs and drinking, drug dealing and fucking all that shit. And yeah, I'm feeling a lot better today now. Bit of talk therapy, and there's nothing like putting your little talk and art therapy on the internet, huh? I'm saying that because it's probably a bad idea, but I don't care. I like having it out there. I like speaking my mind and connecting. Another thing I'm insecure. I'm insecure about my looks. I'm insecure about my accent, the way I talk. Some people say I sound like I'm from Dublin, but I'm actually from Galway, and anyway, yeah, I've fucking loads of insecurities, and they crop up now and again, and I get triggered a lot. I say that a lot too, but I do. So yeah, it's a roller coaster of a ride at the minute. Up and down, blaming this person, that person, myself, my dead dad, how could I possibly rationally blame him for anything when he died 14 years ago, or whatever, 15, I don't know. Schizophrenia. Now, I can honestly blame schizophrenia for a lot of my bad behavior that I'm ashamed of. That deep sense of shame, I'm overcoming it. Addicts are prone to a deep sense of shame. So I have acceptance around that. And less regrets and less ruminating about that. If you want to hear more from me, subscribe. Keep watching. Peace.